Welcome everybody. It's Hats Off to America. We're going to go through history, talking about fashion, politics, and music. And we start with the 1890s when ladies were wearing corsets. We think we're quite beautiful, but we can't breathe. But we don't really care about that because she's wearing her lovely hats. She may wear a hat like this. Now, the hat spoke of a woman's personality, her taste, and whatever else you might think. This lady has a definite personality, whereas this lady has a very different personality. Now, what are we singing 1890? Well, she might go walking in a park on a very hot day, and if it's very, very hot, she has a parasol. Walking in the park one day in the very merry month of May, and oh, her corset is killing her. She can't breathe. But anyway, what else are we singing? Take me out to the ball game. Take me out. And then what about east side, west side, all around the town? And all of these songs we sing together. I put hats on my audience. People are kings and queens, presidents, and first ladies. Oh, but I'm telling you, ladies, we are suffering. The corset, well, it was so tight we couldn't breathe. We couldn't digest our food. So now we move to 1920, and so we have to take off the corset. Now she becomes a flapper girl. Of course, zippers were not invented yet, but we'll talk about that as well. So off comes her corset, and in comes from Paris none other than Coco Chanel. And she changes the face of women, and she becomes a flapper girl. She has no waist at all. She has all these flounces, and her hats change. No longer is she wearing hats on the crown of her head, but she's wearing very deep crowned hats with flowers, birds, sequins, and it covers her entire head. Now, she becomes very mystified. She's quite lovely, and she wears feather boas. Oh my God, does she have fun. And of course, this is right after World War I, so we're no longer wearing blacks and browns and whites. We're wearing purples, pinks, yellows, flowers, sequins, no waist, pearls. Oh, it is absolute heaven. So, guess what? We're in Prohibition. Oh, we talk about that as well. And who's president? We have 3 presidents in the 1920s. And what are we singing? Well, we talk about that too. And in 1920, oh, there's a lot of criminals. Oh my God. Al Capone, well, Al Capone, he wore a fedora like this. And there were many other criminals too, like John Dillinger. He wore a lot of guns. So anyway, what are we doing for entertainment 1920? Well, we're going to the Vaudeville show. And he might even have a car. He might have an Oldsmobile. They don't make Oldsmobiles anymore. And then we move to the 1930s and we do the same thing. We talk about what we're wearing, how the styles change, what's changing history, music, fashion, politics. What is changing history? Is history changing, so therefore music is changing? Then we move to the 40s. What's going on? We have the Second World War, and we talk about that. And then we move into radio. Television comes in the late 50s. We move from the 40s. We end as we move through the 1950s, and magic! We become an affluent society. Now, you can reach me at Pedigreebreathsong at Verizon.net. Hire me for anything you like. Thank you for watching.